let's take a quick look at a example. Now, we're talking about attorney onboarding. So if I am a new person and I'm saying, look, I need to track my onboarding process, I might have um, a page that I can go to and say, well, I need to onboard a new attorney. So this is my attorney onboarding form. I just have a simple form to fill up, and I'm just going to reload that I have bookmarked, or I can have that sitting in my intranet or wherever it is, whatever's convenient to your firm. And I'm going to go in there and sure, let's onboard Michael Scott. Why not? I'm going to put my email address in there. That you can see the emails that I get. And let's put a phone number. Now I want to have a LinkedIn page. Let's take mine. If any of you want to take this opportunity to connect with me, that would be awesome. And a start date. Sure, I'm going to start at the end of this month. And just for the fun of it, when we're talking about forms, this is something I'll show you how forms are designed. This everything you're looking at is designed within FireStart. You decide what this looks like. This is our little demo. We've got a FireStart logo. You can do anything you want, complete no-code solutions, putting in sort of values that you want in there. And this is now kicked off the actual process. I don't have to send an email to anybody. I just launched this form. I'm saying I have a new employee being onboarded. Now let's talk about tracking. I want to know who are the attorneys joining our firm? When are they joining the firm? Where are we? I'm writing all this data back right now in this example to a SharePoint list. This can also be written to any other system that you want. And now you can see right there, Michael Scott showing up. Start date, June 30th. Everything is in progress. I have a process that needs to happen to get completed. And these are all the other attorneys that have been onboarded recently. So what is the process? Well, the process is something that I would use in a very standard way. This is a process designed in FireStart. That's what you're looking at right here. FireStart is designed as a platform that's very easy to use. It's all drag and drop, build out a flowchart. You really don't need to be a developer or anything like that to be able to do these kind of this kind of information. So this has all been done. And now we're able to say, okay, where are we on this actual attorney onboarding process? If I had a bunch of tasks that I need a lot of other people to do, and I want them to be able to go in and perform something, how do I get them to do it? Well, the easiest way is through emails. So we can see that emails are now connected to FireStart. So first, as a candidate, I'm going to get a specific email that says, hello, Michael, welcome to the firm. Here are all the documents that we need from you because this is the paperwork needs to be done. You can now fill it in, complete them, and send them back to the HR department. That's how easy it is to make it work. This could be something that's completely automated as well. Obviously, you could have the forms on the web that people fill out. And you can, for example, monitor this HR box. So when the attorney does reply and fills out all the details, then we're able to go in there, automatically extract those documents, save them back wherever you want, and so on. So that's been done. In the meantime, we have a few things we need the other teams to do. So we can look at the emails that they receive. Here's HR. And obviously, I have all these roles, so I'm receiving all the emails, but this would be something that you could define in your organization who receives which tasks. And that's why I've created these little folders down here. Now, this is an example, again, of a form that someone like HR might receive. That says, we've got a new attorney joining the form. Here's the information that you need to know. And here are the things that we need you to do. Now, this is an example where automation isn't everything. This is an example where I'm going to go in and I'm say, okay, I know what I need to do. I have the information available to me, and I can go in there and say, okay, I've created building access. I've created the business cards. I've done all this stuff that I need to do. And then we can also request any specific information. Maybe for the records, we need to know this person's badge number. We need to be able to do something. So I can go in there and type up whatever the person's badge number has been processed as through the system and finish. Now I know that this step of the process is done. All of this is again tracked back into this list. So if I wanted to know where are we right now on the onboarding of Michael Scott, I can see, well, these tasks are complete. We're still waiting for some forms to be uploaded, but the manual tasks have been done. The others are still in progress. This is where we are. So just sort of quickly going through some of the other things, we can see with IT is going to have a slightly different form because we have different ask of them. We want them to specifically go in here, create some accounts, create a phone number, and now we want that information from them. So I'm just going to pretend I've got let's create a phone number in here. And this is where you can create rules. So if I make a mistake in there, it's going to say, nope, the phone number is not valid. So you can create specific rules in these forms on how you want them to look. And that's something that's pretty important when you've got critical information and you want validation in there. Let's put the phone number in. And now IT's tasks are completed. Likewise, with marketing, we wanted them to do something specific. So we send them a form with the name and the LinkedIn profile of our candidate saying, hey, can you go create this stuff? So they can go in and they can create whatever they need to do their tasks, and you get the idea. So these are forms. These are pretty standard ways to interface and to interact with users. You can design a form very easily. Everything is designed, again, drag and drop. So a form builder, this is the HR form that you saw. I can make this form bigger. I can make this form wider. I can move things around, decide what I want it to look like. I can just drag and drop elements onto it to build a form. I can have multiple buttons with different actions and so on. So it's pretty powerful, yet pretty easy to use when you're building out your processes. So nothing comes standard. You shouldn't be forced to say, this is how you onboard an employee. Rather, this is a basic model that you can then take and use to your specific needs. So now that this has all been done, HR is going to get another form. And this is an example of where we got these forms back sent by the candidate. And that was saved maybe to a folder automatically. And we want HR to verify them. So I need to go in here and maybe attach them. You can directly attach files, again, without leaving Outlook. So I've got, for example, a folder called Michael Scott's Onboarding Docs. And this is everything that he sent back to me. And I can go in there and just say, okay, let's select that form, upload, and I'm not going to necessarily bore you by uploading every single form in there. But, I can also have these check marks and verify, okay, did we get everything in? Yes. Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot these. So let me make sure I get these as well, double check that I've got everything that I need, and then finish the task. And again, I've got all this tracking happening in here. So not only can I see that Michael Scott now is completely onboarded, every single step has been done, I also have the information. So if I need his company email address, it's already on here. If I need his company phone number, it's already on here. So now I can use that information wherever I need it without having to go and ask IT for things like that. And if I wanted some of his documents, I can even also have them in here because, well, I only uploaded one, but we would be able to save all of those attachments directly into this SharePoint list, for example. So all the information sits right there and stored right there. But BPM is much more about just having these sort of, okay, that's really cool. We have a process. We can manage all of that. A part of it is also how you organize your processes. So for example, you can start off at a higher level process map. So I can go in there and say, look, here's my law firm. Here are all the functions on my law firm. And obviously you have your own map and however this looks and however you want to design it. And I can go in there and say, okay, what does human resources do? And within human resources, I can see, look, here are all the processes that HR has. Here's what they do. And again, I can drill that down and say, okay, I want to see my attorney onboarding process. And now I'm seeing that same process that we talked about. But this is the read-only view. This is just for somebody to look at and get, an idea of what's going on, who's doing what. They can provide comments and feedback if they have any notes, and they say, I'm from IT and we always get stuck because we don't have enough information. All right, great. Add your comments here. They're tracked. They're fed back to the process owner and things like that. And that's how you can manage this level of detail within FireStart. Now, not only do you have all the steps of when things were, things being completed and how they look being written back here, you can also view that within FireStart with a lot of detail. So for example, I can say, let me go to the one that I just completed, and I can look at my legal processes and say, here's one of the iterations of the onboarding that I did. And every step of the way, I can see exactly the timestamps that were done. I can also see when someone completed a task, who did it, and how long it took. So it took me 3 minutes and 36 seconds to complete my HR onboarding tasks. So you have, again, that's the sort of visibility that you have of your process and process executions every single step of the way. And that's really the power of having a BPM system and a BPM platform managing your processes. And that's what I mean by this process-driven integration layer that connects up all the other systems.